He betrayed her, and I'm like, you betrayed me. You betrayed Jude. You betrayed me. Like, no. Guys, it's happening. Welcome to today's video. If you're new here, first of all, if you're new here, my name is Arlin. Today, I'm going to be doing a reading vlog on the Cruel Prince. Wait, what? Plot twist. I read this and find out that what? Gollum was secretly the Wicked King the whole time, and no one knew. No one knew. That is so funny. Anyway, welcome to today's video. So like I said, today I am doing a reading vlog on the Wicked King. Like, the Wicked King. The Wicked King. And if you haven't seen my Cruel Prince reading vlog, I think you'll like this video better if you go and watch that video first, because you can know like all of my thoughts on each of the characters and like see how they change in this, because I made a mistake. It's not a Cruel Prince reading vlog really, because the whole video I literally recorded me reading like 2 pages, and like the whole video is me just talking about who my favorite character was, basically. So if you want to go watch that, I suggest you go and watch that real quick. Except, wait, not real quick, because it's 30 minutes long. I don't know how it's 30 minutes long. You can ask me why. I don't know how. I'm so excited. I'm actually reading The Wicked King. Before we actually get into the reading the book, I'm getting excited now, guys. And look, I'm happy I'm reading The Wicked King. I'm so excited. Anyway, the first book I rated 5 stars. Looking back, I would probably rate it 4.5 stars. But it's too late now. I rated it basically right after I read it, and that is a dangerous move, because your thoughts will like probably change in 2 days. I am going to predict that I rate this 5 stars. You might be thinking, oh wow, she thinks she's going to love this. I do, obviously, or else I wouldn't rate it 5 stars. But in my mind, I was actually deciding out of rating it 5 stars and 6 stars for my predictions. I chose the lower one because I just did. I don't want to I feel like I'm going to love this book because every single YouTuber that I watch who has read this book really loves it. So I think I'm gonna love it too. Also, have you guys noticed, like, why is there an insect on like the covers? So the Cruel Prince, there was like this beetle thing, and then on the Wicked King, obviously there's this butterfly. What? Like, literally what? I don't. Okay. Anyway, what happened to my voice? Anyway, thanks for watching this intro. Let's get into the actual video. So let's get into reading the first chapter of the Cruel Prince, guys. I said the Cruel Prince. I meant the Wicked King. Okay, you have to believe me. Hop aboard, get ready to explore. There's so much to find. Little Einstein. Why am I singing that? I think it's because we're about to go on an adventure. I love being myself on YouTube. Let's go. This isn't like a huge book. Like, it's not like huge. It's just average, I think. How many pages is this? Oh, it's like 322 or something. Let's go. Mario doesn't need to keep like giving me his catchphrase. Let's just go. We're starting this. We are starting this book. At the end. Okay. It says Link. It says Link. 2020? That's like so recent. We're on page 2. We've made progress. That is just... If she got gravel in her knee, she'd let her dad pick it out with tweezers at night. Like, what a beautiful description. Or the totally mysterious, a cat may look at a king. You guys have probably no idea what I'm talking about, but if you don't, if you have this book, literally just turn to page 4, and you'll know what I'm talking about. It was just funny. It made me laugh. Hello. Okay guys, so I made it to chapter 4. So far, like, obviously I haven't read that much. I'm only on page 38. I'm just gonna update you guys a little. So far, it's pretty interesting. I mean, it's like the beginning of the book. I don't really know what's going on with Carden and Jude. Like, what? Am I wrong, or did they like each other in the first book? Like, am I wrong? Like, obviously they have a really complicated relationship. They both really despised each other, like actually despised each other, and I can't tell if they still do or what's going on, but I think that's the point. We just need to read more and see what happens. Obviously obviously they get together, but I have to say my favorite character is probably Ghost, or the Ghost, or the Bomb, or Jude. I honestly don't know. I don't know why, but I tend to like the sneaky characters, and so I don't know, maybe that's why I like the Ghost, but I'm not really sure. I like how the main character, Jude, is a little different. She's a good guy, but she's like not super good. Like, she's not like the perfect main character who just wants to do everything right. I feel like she is actually a little evil, but except not evil, but I think you know what I mean. Anyway, I'm gonna continue reading this and we're gonna see where I get to after that, and I'll update you guys. He looks so funny right now. That is so funny. Hi guys! I am in a bit of a pickle, and by that I mean I simply can't read any more of The Wicked King right now, because you know when like your eyes just can't read anymore because they hurt? Yeah, for some reason my eyes hurt right now. I haven't even like read that much. I think I'm what chapter was I on? Like chapter 7? The one where she's going to go to the meeting with the council. So instead, I decided to take a break and play video games instead. So in other words, because my eyes hurt, I'm gonna go on screens. Perfect solution, but hey, guys, I'm about to marry Felix. Okay, so I need to do this right now. I think the Wicked King can wait. Guys, it's happening.
Wars begin and end, but this place never changes. And you don't change either.
I'm gonna put that's not true, guys. Because, like, I did change. A little, at least.
If there's been any change, it's just that you're so busy, your sword has grown dull. We fought to bring peace to Foglin, but peace is so boring. No more chances to swing my sword at enemies, no more life-threatening battles. I know that these are positive developments, but I'm still a warrior at heart. Here I am, watching sadly as my blade grows dull.
Aww. I feel the same.
You do? That's a relief. We're cut from the same cloth, you and I. And on that note, I'll tell you why I asked you to come here. Take this.
What is it?
Without a worthy opponent like you at my side, not only will my sword grow dull, it'll rust. So I had to think of a way to make sure you'd always be with me. This is what I came up with. And
It's so sweet.
you're pretty slow on the uptake. Don't you know what this ring means?
Look at his face. What should I say? Wait. Should I say no, I don't, or I want to hear you say it? That one is so funny, but like, I don't know if he'll get mad. Why is it so blurry? Hold on. Okay, there we go. Under much consideration, guys, I think I'm gonna choose the top one because it's just so funny. Like, okay, I'm joking, Felix. Okay, here we go.
If you keep messing around, I'll... Fine. Listen carefully. I'm not going to say this more than once. I want you to be my wife. Please say yes, Let's get married and stay together until we die. I love you.
Whoa. Whoa. Whoa.
That's all.
That is so... Guys, if you don't know, Felix is like the... not emotion-y guy, but like the one who's like, oh man, I want to train hard and focuses on training and stuff. So like, this is so...
What? You have something to complain about?
Whoa. What is happening?
Oh, okay then. In that case, I'd better start planning for the future. My future with you.
No, wait. No! It's the credit. Hi guys, so it's the next day, and well, like I said, I haven't read any more yet since I last updated you guys, but I'm gonna start and read probably like a couple chapters of this book, and then I have to go do something, and then I'll be back. So super excited to see what happens with Jude and Carden, like what is going on. But yeah, let's continue reading. Okay guys, so I'm gonna get some chow real quick. I have no idea what I'm gonna have, but you guys can watch me eat it. If you want to, you guys can watch me eat it. Let's go have some lunch real quick, and then we'll get back into reading. And yeah. Guys, so I just got something to eat, and now I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna have like a super long reading sesh. So I'm gonna read probably like a lot, and then I'll update you guys on where I'm at in the book and like my thoughts and opinions. So let's get to reading. I'm on chapter 18 right now. Currently right now, it's definitely not a 5-star, but I'm only halfway through the book, only on chapter 18, so I have a feeling that it's going to change, because I honestly don't know how, like, if it doesn't get any better, I don't know how every booktuber, every person that have read this that I've seen loves it and gives it like 5 or 6 stars. I don't know how that's possible, so I'm actually like really excited to see what happens. I still have a feeling that I'm going to end up rating it 5 stars. And it's not bad, don't get me wrong. It's a good book so far. It's just not as good as I thought it was going to be. For The Cruel Prince, it did get better halfway through the book, so I'm looking forward to like it getting better. But like I said, it's still entertaining. It's still good so far, but definitely not a 5-star right now. But yeah, so that's what I feel about the book so far. The characters, does anyone else ship Jude and the ghost? Keep in mind that I'm only halfway through this book, but currently right now I don't like Carden. I don't despise him. Maybe I do despise him. I think he'll get better. He's better than he was in the first book, at least for the first half of the first book, but honestly, he's worse than he was in the second half of the first Cruel Prince book, so I don't really know what to think of him. I hope he gets better. I don't know what's going on, honestly, but we'll see what happens with his character development. One thing that I also really don't like is how Taryn is marrying Locke. I am not a huge fan of Taryn, and I sense something very suspicious going on, like how Jude keeps like repeating that Nicassia said that someone you already know has betrayed you or something like that. I don't know what that exactly means, but one thing I know for certain is that I am very suspicious of Taryn, because like she didn't talk to her for 5 months and then suddenly she does. She wants to get on her good side, stuff like that, and I'm like, I don't think, and I never really felt a connection between Jude and Taryn. Even in the first book, I never even thought they were that close. So I don't know what's going on, but I also think that Jude is not very smart. Like, she's smart in some ways, but in other ways, I think that she is so ignorant. Like, she is not smart. Honestly, my favorite part of this book so far was when Cardan was like, except you, I want you to stay and talk to you, talking to Jude, and then was like, order me around one more time, bro, and then left. Like, that was the best part of the book, and I need to see more of Jude beating Cardan, if you know what I mean. Like, I need more of that in this book. Also, like I said, I'm not a huge fan of Taryn. Okay, no one in this book deserves to be with someone as bad as Locke. Like, he is like my least favorite character in the history of the world, and that's because he's super evil. I hope he has like a little bit more of a backstory. I don't really like characters who are evil just for the sake of being evil, but I know he's not human, so I don't really know what's going on. I still don't want Locke to marry Taryn because I like Taryn a lot better than I like Locke, even though I don't even like Taryn, so I just don't get with Locke. Don't make him happy. Don't give him what he wants. Get away from him before you marry him. And yeah, I don't like Locke. Tell me in the comments who your favorite character is currently, even if you've already like read the whole series. Just tell me who your favorite character is. Please tell me your opinions of Locke. I really have to know if like people actually like him. If you do, that's fine, because like to each their own, but I just want to know if people like him or not. Like, I don't know, because I'm very curious to see if anyone likes him. So, and also like why you like him. Yep, that is currently what I think of the book so far. My favorite character is the Ghost currently right now, because there honestly isn't much competition. Like, I don't like the characters that much, and I feel like that's on purpose. The book is literally called The Wicked King. I mean, the first one's called The Cruel Prince. It's true to the title. I mean, yikes. I pretty much don't like any character. I'm disliking Jude in this book more than I did in The Cruel Prince. I liked her in The Cruel Prince, but now I don't really like her as much. We will see what my opinion is when I finish this book, but for now, my favorite character is the Ghost, because like I said earlier, I think I mentioned this, I tend to, for some reason, really like the sneaky characters, not the sneaky characters like Locke. He is just chaos. I don't like him, but the sneaky kind of characters like Ghost, I guess. And maybe that's because like nothing really bad has happened with him yet, but that's because he hasn't really been in it that much, so I'm kind of scared. Please don't ruin the one character that I like, Holly Black. I am scared. Although, very suspicious of Taryn. Still don't like Cardan. Jude is getting a little bit worse. My favorite character is the Ghost, and I happen to ship Jude and the Ghost currently, right now, and it's not as good as I thought it was going to be so far. Probably around like the 3.5 stars right now. Let's continue reading the book. Hello everybody, it's the next day, and let me just tell you guys that I have an update. So basically, what happened was, I am on chapter 28 of The Wicked King. Let me tell you what happened. I was on chapter 18 last night, guys. Literally chapter 18. I read so late in the night. I got to chapter like 28. No, I got to chapter 27. Also, the line that I just finished with is, Cardan shakes his head and drinks another cup of tea. We show him that I am no feckless high king. And how do we do that, I ask? With great difficulty, he says, since I fear she is right. That is so funny, guys. I'm liking Cardan so much better, and I'm also liking Jude better, and the book got so good that I read way too late last night. I didn't get very much sleep, but it was worth it. And also, let me tell you, I could not put the book down. I wasn't expecting it. I'm telling you, like I said, it was like leading itself up to be like a 3.5, 4-star, you know, but like now, guys, now it is like a 6-star. I can't even tell you. I don't know what happened. Like, the book just got so good. And not that it was like a bad book before. It was still a really enjoyable book. But it got so good. It got literally so good. I don't even know. I am so happy though, because I actually haven't had a book where I like wanted to read it and not stop and just like read into like 1 a.m. in the morning since Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows. And you might be like, whoa, you know, like that seems like a childhood book. Like, when was that? It actually wasn't that long ago when I read Harry Potter. It was like a little over a year ago, so that's actually a long time to not like really just want to read a book. But the thing is, I've read plenty of great books since then. I just haven't had a book where like I've actually, like, even though my eyes started hurting really bad, like I just couldn't put it down. I am so happy. This book has made me do that, guys. Thank you, The Wicked King. You are going on my like new favorite list. I don't even like, this book is just so good. Like, I'm not even done and I need to read more, so I'm gonna read more and we are going to see what happens. Guys, no, remember how earlier I mentioned that the ghost was my favorite character just because like I didn't really like anyone else? I don't even know what to say. Like, what? Why Ghost? First Locke, and then the Ghost. Now the Ghost is one of my least favorite characters. Locke, I didn't like love him, but I definitely like, he was one of the best characters. Jude was like my favorite character, and so he betrayed her and I'm like, you betrayed me, you betrayed Jude, you betrayed me. Like, no, it didn't work out with us and I still do not like him, which is why I don't like how Taryn and Locke got married. What is up with Locke trying to kill Jude? Like, we don't know for sure, but like, he did. Why did you let your sister that you seem to care about, like, you seem to really care about her, you shouldn't have let her marry Locke. That is the worst idea ever. Didn't really like any of the characters that much. Like, some of them were okay. Like, Jude was probably my favorite. I liked her. Steve wasn't even still like that good. But now I feel like every character has so much depth, backstory. I love the characters, which is so surprising because I absolutely did not like any of them basically the whole time. It just feels so real because you don't know any of the backstories. You kind of just get it in Jude's perspective, like everyone is cruel, like Cardan, oh man, he's so cruel, and then Balkan, whatever. But then suddenly it like totally evolved. Like, when Jude starts getting to know everyone, you start getting to know everyone. I am loving this book so much. I need to read more right now. We have like this much left of the book. So I ended up reading like this much, like this chunk right here, much of the book last night, and I wasn't expecting it at all. Like, I was just expecting to read a couple chapters, go to bed. No, that is not what happened. But anyway, I'm gonna read more and we'll see what my thoughts are after I finish the book. Yeah, so I'm on the epilogue now. Let me read that real quick and then I'll discuss the book with you guys. Revenge is sweet, but ice cream is sweeter. Well, I finished the book. Okay, let me get my thoughts together and then we'll discuss The Wicked King. Okay, guys, so I just finished The Wicked King, and what was the ending? Like, okay, so I'm not gonna lie, I loved this book. It's not quite, like, it's not what I was expecting. For some reason, I was expecting, like, Jude to be, I feel like I'd learned a spoiler that Jude got exiled or something. I thought this book was gonna be, like, Jude in the mortal world most of the time, and, like, whatever happens with Cardan as king or something, but no, she wasn't in the mortal world basically at all. I think that's the next book because, well, I know it's the next book because of the ending. The ending. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to think of Cardan because I like him. kind of. I mean, I like him. I like him because he's a complex character. I love complex characters because nobody is that plain. Come on. I'm really intrigued with this whole plot, the characters and everything, because I don't know everything yet. Like, in the first book of The Cruel Prince, you thought he was just a cool prince, you blah blah blah, you don't like him, and then in this book, you kind of like him, and then he betrays, or I don't know if, the thing is though, I don't actually know if he betrayed her. I don't know if that was his plan the entire time. If it is, I don't know whether to be impressed or like super angry, probably both. What if he is doing it for the greater good? Like, I don't actually know if that's kind of betraying her, because we don't know why he did it, I guess. I mean, unless he just wanted power, then obviously that's betraying her. I feel like if that didn't happen and like nothing happened between them at the end, it would have been a really good book, but like that made it so much better because their relationship is so confusing and just like complex, so complex, and I love it so much because you don't know what's going on. Like, you get Jude's thoughts and like what she's thinking, but you don't get Cardan, and I am scared what is going to happen with him because I don't know. Like, I'm assuming he does actually love her, but like, what if he doesn't? Honestly, at this point, I don't know if that's true. But hey, I mean, I thought the ghost was a good guy. Although I will say, when Jude was like getting glamored by like Balakin or Belkin, whatever, I had a feeling that he wasn't actually believing her, because who would believe her? Jude needs to be smarter, and that she needs to, at this point, like, not trust Cardan in the slightest. He's clearly scheming a lot more than you think, so stop underestimating him, Jude. Like, you need to stop doing that. I really like it in books when there's betrayals, because first of all, they're shocking. Usually they're shocking, and second of all, it just makes it so much more interesting. But at the same time, I can't stand when people betray people. So, rating this book, clearly I love it. I cannot wait to read The Queen of Nothing. I need to see what happens with Cardan. Like, did he do that to save her? I don't trust Taryn, and Jude, you should not trust her in the slightest either. She's your sister, so like, she has told you time and again with her actions, do not trust me. Like, major red flag there. So if I could give advice to Jude, I would say don't trust Cardan, don't trust Taryn, don't trust Locke, obviously, don't trust Maddox. Honestly, you can trust Vivi, but not like with everything. And then like, don't trust anyone else. No one in your life is good for you. Power is obviously a huge theme in this book, and why would you want the power? Why do you care so much about what they think of you? So I read this book in 3 days, but I honestly read like half of the book last night at like 1 a.m. It was insane. It was so interesting when she was like underwater. I found that part really interesting. I just wanted to know like who was working with who and what their objectives were. Like, what is Balakin's objective? Who is he working with? Is he going to betray everyone? Probably. In other words, I really love this book. I think it holds true to the like amount of praise that it gets. I think this is a really, really good sequel to The Cruel Prince, and I think that I definitely like this one better. Yep, that was a vlog of me reading The Wicked King. Maybe I'll do one for The Queen of Nothing, but I'm definitely gonna read it. But like, if you guys want me to do a reading vlog for The Queen of Nothing, tell me in the comments. I am like so shocked at the ending of this book, like so happy that it happened, because now I'm like super interested in the next book, but like I can't even, like, what is going on with Cardan and Jude? I don't even know what's happening. I think my favorite character, obviously not the ghost anymore. Jude, possibly Cardan, I guess, depends on like what his motives are. I think those might be my two favorite characters. Actually, I mentioned in my other vlog, I don't know if you guys know this, but I said I didn't like Oak for some reason, even though he wasn't in it at all, and I felt bad because I was like, I don't know why, I just don't like Oak, even though he's just a little kid who doesn't even do anything really except be cute. But now I like him, so yay. Okay, so those are all my thoughts on The Wicked King. I think the reason I think that also I love this series, besides like all the complex like characters and dynamics and stuff, is just in general the world and the fantasy in it, the things that, like, the order of things that takes place, if that makes sense. I love fantasy, and this book is like the epitome of fantasy. I mentioned this before, the main character is mortal, but she isn't like every other series where like, oh, she gets thrown in this fantasy world and doesn't know anything. She actually knows so much about this because she's basically been living there her whole life. So I love how we don't have to like grow with her. She already knows everything, and I think that's just so interesting because I haven't really read anything like that, so I love that. Holly Black is like such a good writer in general. I just love the way her stories unfold and her characters and like dynamics and like the twists and the betrayals. Really glad that I read this and cannot wait for the third one. I'm also super excited because like I know she just came out with The Stolen Heir. Yeah, so we'll see what happens with the third one. I am scared. I don't know what's gonna occur. I don't honestly know what's gonna happen. Thank you so much for watching this video. I'm curious, what are your thoughts on like the characters and the story and like everything? What do you think of The Wicked King if you've read it before? Hope you guys have a really wonderful day, and I'll hopefully see you in my future videos. Bye! Bye! Bye!